You can strap 45 pounds to your waist and hit 10 pull-ups, and still look like you don't lift. Here's why your weighted calisthenics numbers are lying to you, and the 3 relative strength fixes that actually build a calisthenics physique. Welcome back to Muscle Science. This is the relative strength episode. Let me ask you something that stings. When you strip every plate off your hips and grab that cold bar naked, do you feel powerful? Or do you feel exposed? Because there's a brutal truth in bodyweight muscle building that nobody selling weighted belts wants you to hear: the bar doesn't lie, but your loaded reps do. Here's the number that matters. Add 45 pounds to a 180-pound frame, and you're pulling 25% extra load. Impressive on paper. But your relative strength, your ability to control your own body weight through space, didn't move an inch. You're still weak where it counts. And deep down, you know it. Scene 4. The crime scene. Watch this. Chin over bar half reps. Kipping hips flailing like a fish. Scapular depression completely absent, shoulders shrugged to the ears. This isn't a pull-up. This is a weighted ego swing. And it's why your weighted pull-up progression is broken. Now watch the fix. Dead hang. Every rep starts from 0. Scapula initiates the pull. Chest meets the bar. Elbows drive down and back. Tempo: 2 seconds up, hold 1 second at peak contraction, 3 seconds down. That is 4 to 6 seconds of tension per rep. Count them. Most athletes add weight before they can do 15 strict chest-to-bar pull-ups at RPE 8. Research suggests relative strength peaks require 240 plus weekly pulling reps at RPE 8 plus, or progression to one-arm variations. Where are you in that math? Relative strength fix number 1. Your lats are disappearing because you're loading before mastering the bar. Stop. Strip the weight. Before you ever touch that belt again, you need bodyweight mastery. Archer pull-ups. Typewriter holds at the top, shifting weight side to side. Weighted negatives, but only after you own the basics. This is hypertrophy without weights, and it builds a natural bodyweight aesthetic that plates never gave you. But here is what really wrecks your physique. Your weighted numbers are inflated because your range of motion is trash. Half reps build half muscles. The fix? Pull-up form that punishes cheating. Full dead hang to chest to bar. No exceptions. If you cannot hit 15 clean reps, you have no business loading. Period. This is the standard that separates fake strength from real relative strength. Relative strength fix number 2. Now we weaponize tempo. Same movement. Same bar. 0 load. But we manipulate time under tension. 3-second eccentrics. 2-second isometric holds at 90 degrees. Explosive concentrics. We are talking 45 to 60 seconds of continuous work per set. That is where the hypertrophy hides. That is where the calisthenics physique is forged. Not in the plates. In the tension. And now the gut check. Your relative strength is frozen because you never train near failure with 0 load. You hide behind the belt. You rack up easy singles and doubles. But bodyweight muscle building demands proximity to failure. RPE 9. 10. Sometimes 11. The kind of set where your last rep shakes, your grip screams, and your lats feel like they are tearing off the bone. That is the signal. That is the adaptation trigger. Are you brave enough to chase it without plates? Relative strength fix number 3. Unilateral mastery. One-arm pull-up progression. Not someday. Now. Start with assisted one-arm negatives using a resistance band. Progress to one-arm scapular pulls. Then typewriter to one-arm holds. Then the full one-arm pull-up. This is not fantasy. This is the real test. And if you built the foundation, the volume, the tempo, the failure training, your body is ready. Here is the full protocol. 12 weeks to your first one-arm pull-up. Weeks 1 through 4, volume accumulation. 5 sets of pull-ups, daily. Hit that 240 weekly rep target at RPE 8. Weeks 5 through 8, intensity techniques. Tempo manipulation, mechanical drop sets, rest pause. Push to RPE 9+. Weeks 9 through 12, unilateral mastery. Archer dominance, one-arm negatives, assisted attempts. Then week 12, day 7. The real test. Strict one-arm pull-up diagnostic. No kip. No band. Just you, the bar, and the truth. You wanted a weighted pull-up progression that builds a physique. What you needed was relative strength, bodyweight mastery before loading, full range of motion before ego, failure training before plates, and a 12-week roadmap to the one-arm pull-up, the only number in calisthenics that nobody can fake. This has been Muscle Science, the relative strength episode. If you missed our density and hypertrophy breakdowns, check the series. Now drop the belt, grab the bar, and prove your numbers mean something. Let me show you the hidden cost of chasing plates. Every time you load up before earning the movement, you ingrain compensation patterns. Your biceps take over. Your traps fire early. Your lats disengage. The result? A front-heavy physique with no back width and a shoulder injury waiting to happen. Relative strength demands honest recruitment. No straps, no belts, no cheating. Just raw motor control. Here is a test you can run today. Find a bar. Do as many strict chest-to-bar pull-ups as possible. Rest 3 minutes. Repeat. Rest 3 minutes. Repeat. If your second set drops by more than 20%, your relative strength endurance is garbage. That gap is where your physique is leaking. Fix it with density training, 8 rounds of 5 reps on the minute, every minute, for 8 minutes. That is 40 quality reps in under 10 minutes. No belt required. The final piece nobody talks about, scapular health. Weighted pull-ups with poor form bury your shoulder mobility. You cannot build a calisthenics physique on a broken frame. Every session, start with scapular pull-ups. Hang dead. Depress and retract. Feel those lats turn on before the elbow bends. 10 reps. 2 sets. This is your insurance policy. Do it every day for 2 weeks and watch your strict rep count explode without adding a single pound. So here is your choice. Keep chasing weighted PRs that look good on paper and weak in the mirror. Or strip it all down, rebuild your relative strength from the ground up, and earn the one-arm pull-up. The bar is waiting. The belt is optional. The truth is mandatory. RawRepsHQ out.